Hello, my name is Anna Clark. I am a writer in Detroit, Michigan, and I am also the author of a book called The Poison City: Flint's Water and the American Urban Tragedy. I spent several years working on this book, really trying to explore what exactly happened with the Flint water crisis. How did it come to be that a Great Lakes city, a river town, learned that its own water was a threat? What were the decisions made that led to this man-made crisis? How did uh, it affect people? How did it affect children? How did it get uncovered? What has been its legacy well beyond Flint's borders across the rest of the state of Michigan and even the country and world? Um, what can we do next, to prevent a crisis like this happening in the first place? I also tried to bring a lot of history into the book as well, the history of Flint and the history of how we, as a country, created these separate and unequal cities, where people have radically different experiences of basic civic services, including something as essential as drinking water. In the few years since The Poison City has come out, of course, the story of Flint has continued to unfold. In many ways, uh, it's not over, right? The story isn't over. First of all, most of all, there is the lifelong lived consequences, health consequences for the people in Flint, most especially young folks and infants who are exposed to toxic water. There's also just been, of course, some recent news headlines about another wave of criminal charges, a pending class action settlement, a number of efforts to try to get some accountability or justice done for the decisions made that caused and prolonged the crisis. But there's also a lot of other, root causes that remain to be addressed, whether including lead exposure in our drinking water all over the country. The ongoing pipe replacement in Flint, the pipes were really destroyed by this corrosive water. The key policies that created created a system that made it difficult for people to get anything to happen, even when they started noticing uh, problems with the water in their hair, their skin, their well-being. So the story goes ever on. I hope the book is something that is informative, brings some clarification to what is often a very confusing and painful story, and that it also brings more empathy for our fellow Michiganders. Thank you so much for the chance to talk with you all about this. I love libraries. I'm honored to be a part of this conversation. Thank you so much.